Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Kenny, back with another video, back with some more small talk. I hope you're all good. I want to delve straight into this topic, right? I want to talk about porn. I want to talk about porn and how it goes hand in hand with the nice guy lifestyle, I should say. You know, how it further just drowns the nice guy in his ways and how destructive it is to your development as a man and your interaction with women, because I think a lot of us guys, you know, in the semen retention community, in the no-fap community, you know, we want to cut off porn, and a lot of it has to do with not spilling your seed, right? But I think a lot of men don't understand how destructive it is to their relationships with women, how destructive it is to your development as a man in that realm. And for me, when I understood that, that was enough for me to just cut it completely, right? That was enough because, you know, I didn't want the same results that I was getting, and anything that was taking me away from where I wanted to go, I just wanted to cut it out immediately. I had just reached that point. And I hope that if you're into and watching this kind of video that you are at a similar point, right? So let's talk about the nice guy for a little bit, right? And one of the traits that the nice guy has, and one of them is anxiety, right? If you understand the nice guy, you understand that the nice guy can't express what he wants to a woman. That's why he gets friend zoned a lot. He can't express that he maybe wants something more romantic. He wants to have sex with a girl. He wants something more than friends. But he has all this anxiety up in him that he can't express what he wants to this lady. So she's going to now go and friend zone him because he's showing friendship vibes, right? He can't hold tension because he's got all this anxiety in him. Maybe he, you know, is getting romantic with a girl, but he can't get it up. He's got all this erectile dysfunction because he's in his head so much. He's got all this anxiety. So when it comes down to perform, he can't. Maybe he can't hold a conversation with a girl, right? Because he's so just caught up in his head. He's got all this anxiety. He's so tense, right? All these things are traits of a nice guy. And I can talk about it because I've been there. I've come from that kind of background. And porn was so destructive personally to me because I was heavy doing porn when I was fully in my nice guy ways. And what you have to understand about porn, guys, is that porn is instant gratification. It's instant sex. Not real sex, synthetic sex, imaginary sex. So it gives you that feeling, and the brain can't tell what's real or what's not. So it gives you that feeling, it gives you that pleasure, right? That climax feeling. But the problem is that in real life, you haven't had to display any masculine traits to get that. You see what I'm saying? You haven't had to do anything. You haven't had to look a girl in the eye and tell her what you want. You haven't had to hold frame, hold tension. You haven't had to express to a girl what it is that you're about and why you're entering that situation or interaction with a girl. You haven't had to do any of that. So you're doing this over and over and over again. And you're getting used to this synthetic form of sex. So now, when it comes to you being in an interaction with a real girl, you freeze. You can't express to her what you want. Because now you quickly understand that this isn't the same as a computer screen. You can't just go and click on whatever you want and get that gratification. You've got to now talk with a human. And that's another thing about porn, guys. That human thing. Because what it does is it continuously compounds that ideology or that mysticism around females, around women. It makes them these mystical creatures. And it stops you from seeing that they're human. It stops you from seeing that they have normal human needs for interaction, right? For connection, for conversation, for all the same things that every other human needs, right? But what porn does is that it compounds that mysticism around women, adding on to the things that we've been being pounded on by movies and Disney and all these things, right? So you're not humanizing women. So now when you're in front of a woman, you just can't be yourself. You can't be human. You just can't talk to her like a human being. And these are the reasons why you need to stop porn, guys. Because, you know, we're living in this, look, porn is free. Porn is free, you know. Porn is free, and that's another kind of topic for another video. But porn is free. It's easily accessed by so many of us guys. So many of us guys from the ages of, I was watching porn from like 10, 11 years old, right? And I only stopped watching it probably, at the beginning of last year. So just think about all those years. Think about the damage of what that's doing to the way you see things, to the way you see women. You're further objectifying women. You're further not seeing them as human. It's taking you further and further away from normal human interaction. So think about what that's doing for you as a man now. Think about what that's doing for you as a man. You see what I'm saying? Another thing is this, is that, like I said, your brain doesn't know what's real and what's not. You see what I'm saying? And that's linked to your nervous system, because your nervous system is being compounded, right? It's being compounded and overstimulated by all this synthetic sex, right? It's being compounded by all this synthetic sex. And your dopamine levels are skyrocketed through the roof. And I talked about this in a previous video, is that like your brain is never satisfied with the same amount, because you've hit it with so much dopamine, and now it wants more and more and more. So now you're binging and binging and binging, and you're on a loop of instant gratification, right? Of instant gratification that's getting you nowhere, because you can't do anything in life without delaying your gratification. You've got to delay your gratification to do anything, to achieve anything in life. So all these things are happening. So now you're off balance, because your nervous system's overstimulated. Your brain's fucked up because of all this dopamine. Now you're off balance. That's why you got all this anxiety, because you're off balance, bro. You're off balance. And what you need to do is hit the reset button. I can't tell you how helpful this was for me, with helping with my anxiety, helping with how I relay conversation to women. You need to hit the reset button. You need to get back to how you were as a child. Remember how you were as a child. Before you started watching porn, before you started thinking about girls, right? You could just talk to you could just talk to them. Remember when you were a kid, you could just talk to girls, right? And there wasn't nothing. You weren't scared. You weren't scared to approach girls. You could just be how you were with girls, and it wasn't anything. That's how it should be in your adulthood. But we've been damaged by all this over abuse of our nervous system and our brain, by porn and all these kind of things, spilling our seed and not retaining, and all these kind of things, dodgy lifestyles, eating crappy foods, that now we're so off balance. And stopping porn is a big thing, because it's going to rewire your brain, bro. It's going to help to start rewiring your brain again, to be normal, to not just be appreciating synthetic sex. And I'm telling you, when you add this with the semen retention, you're going to start getting back to who you really are again. And women are going to start responding to you differently. The world is going to start responding to you differently. Because 85% of these guys out here, 95% of these guys out here are watching porn, bro. Not understanding what it's doing to themselves. But you're going to be that guy who's different. You're going to be able to hold frame, bro. You're going to be in public and be able to stand still, to look somebody in the eye. She's going to be the one now acting feminine, breaking eye contact, acting all giggly and acting feminine. Because here's the thing, bro, is that all these things take away from that natural polarity that just creates attraction from a girl. So when you're off balance, you can't create that polarity. So now you're going to start acting feminine because you don't know how to hold your frame. But setting the reset button, rewiring your brain back to normality, getting your balance, getting back to your frame, cultivating your purpose, holding your seed, you're going to start getting back to the way you should be as a man. And I'm telling you, you being a man is enough. When you are a man and you are holding your frame as a man, you are on your purpose, holding your masculine frame, girls are going to stop friend zoning you. Girls are going to start behaving more feminine with you because it's natural. Any girl who's in her natural feminine energy is going to find that energy in you attractive. But you got to stop watching porn, bro. You got to stop spilling your seed. You got to stop doing all these things that are making us weak, out here. There's an attack on our masculinity from different angles. And you need to fight back as hard as you can. As hard as you can. Because you're never gonna get the girl that you want if you're not manning up, if you're not manning up, if you're not holding your seed, if you're not doing away with these things. You're never gonna get the girl you want. You're never gonna achieve your purpose in life if all these things are still controlling you, still trapping you down, still stopping you from getting to that masculine energy, that masculine frame. I hope I'm making sense, guys. I hope I'm making sense. I'm real passionate about this subject because it's a meaningful subject and I've been through it and I know how destructive it is. All right? So cut away that thing. Cut away all of that. And let's cultivate good habits. Get on your purpose. Start working out. Start working out. Lockdown or no lockdown, start working out. Hold your seed. Read books. Level up. Get in nature. Cultivate habits that are going to improve on you, and I promise you, you're going to start getting back to the way you should be. You're going to start relaying and being with girls the way you should be. You ain't going to be that guy getting getting friend zone, sorry. And you're going to start getting everything that you want in life. You're going to start getting everything you want, bro. Trust me. All right? So I hope you like this video. I hope it resonated with you. Peace, love, prosperity to you. Just a quick one. I'm going to have my email in the description if you want to get into the group chat with us. We've just started a push-up challenge with a group of guys out here. It's a Retain Gang group chat. Just a bunch of guys that are literally trying to improve each other, take each other to the next level. Just that community that we all need to grow. All right, we got guys from all around the world that are in this chat. It's growing. So if you're interested, email me and I'll get you in the chat as soon as possible. All right, guys, stay retaining. Stay pushing, keep motivated. Peace, love, prosperity to you. Remember, whatever you do, you got to get it by any means necessary. And remember, you got to grind to shine. I love you guys. Peace.